Hey guys, it's me, Liv. I'm one of the new design team members, and today I'm going to be showing you a mixed media tag that I am creating using the June tresjoliekits kit. As you can see here, it has both some oil pastels, a stencil, some transfer me design, and it also came with a canvas. Now, for this one, I've decided I'm going to first do a tag and instead of anything with the canvas, but let's get started here. So as you can see here, this kit actually comes with 12 oil pastels, which is a great value here. Now, oil pastels is a new medium to me. I have not used it too much, so I'm going to try to figure out exactly how I can make the oil pastels really come to light here with this particular project. Now with this stencil, the first thing I'm going to want to do is actually take out some of my gesso. I'm going to be using white gesso and putting it on different parts of the tag. Whenever I use gesso, I want to go ahead and make sure that I try to dry it off a little bit with the heat gun so that it would be able to be used fairly quickly, since I'm not the most patient of crafters. So you're going to see me hitting it really quick with the heat gun here. So now that I have everything all dried up, I'm going to go ahead and take out those oil pastels. I'm putting it directly onto the paper. The paper is dry. I have not mixed it with anything. And it looks like with oil pastels, some of the best ways to move it around is to use something along the lines of like baby oil. Water doesn't seem to work as well, but those are things that you can try. So here I am trying to see if I can move it around a little bit with some of the baby oil that I did purchase and see how I can make the colors move. So it was starting to drive me a little crazy trying to move around some of the baby oil on the paintbrush. So I did decide just to go ahead and kind of lay that baby oil onto my gloves and smear it around and try to get some of the oil pastel more blended in. So that is what it initially looked like. Then I went ahead and hit it with some of my Lindy Gang sprays. I believe this one is the Moon Glow, and I forgot which kit I have that from, but if I find it, I will definitely post below. And then I also pulled out some of my Distress Oxide sprays and hit it with some of that color. So now I'm just using a napkin just to kind of blend it around and also dry it up. I'm definitely someone who likes to ink up the edges, so I'm going to go ahead and ink up all the edges here on this particular project. And I'm also going to use some of the ink there to kind of highlight some of the texture that I already did. I believe it's less color. Now the other thing that came in the kit is a Lindy Gang's Magical Powders, and it is the Milky Way White, and I'm actually using it as a watercolor instead. If you've never used this product before, it is absolutely amazing. I love magical powders, especially probably maybe a little bit more than the sprays, but you can definitely check out all the amazing items that they have, because it comes out with such a rich and bright color, and you can watercolor, paint with it, as well as use it to create gorgeous, really shiny backgrounds. So as you can see, I just mixed it with some water just to create a little bit more depth and texture. And then I'm also going to be splattering with it as well. Then again, using my stencil, I'm going to use a little bit of the stencil paste that I have because I felt like the colors were getting all a little bit too light. I wanted to bring something a little bit bright out, but I wanted to not take away too much from some of the underlying color that you saw that we created with the oil pastels. So just smudging it around, getting it really in there for this particular tag. So now I'm pretty content with where we're at with the colors, and I am going to be moving on to using the Dress My Craft transfer images. Now for this you need to use just a little bit of water. There's different ways you can do it. As you see here, I did spray it initially, and then I'm just using a paintbrush to help that underneath image get in and have it stick down. You could also use a water brush. I've tried that as well to get the images to transfer. It does not need tons of water, it just needs a little bit of water. But one of the keys I do see, and you see me using my water brush here the second time that I did it, is to really make sure you go all the way out to your edges so that it can come off and stay smoothly on. And it's better not to actually lift the paper straight up. It is better to try to slide it off because that usually disrupts the image a lot less, as you kind of saw me doing that third one. So I'm going to go ahead and cover my tag now with a bunch of these hibiscus images that you will find on the Dress My Craft sheet that is included within your kit. Now, could have left the images just white. I decided I wanted to try to bring just a little bit more color into them to brighten up the project. So taking out my oil pastels again, kind of coloring in that white on top of it. So whatever your creative design is, if you want to leave it the same, if you want to actually brighten it up and put color on it, you see that is something that you are able to do. And finally, I'm going to end this project using some of the chipboards that you can get straight from Tresjolie's shop. The owner does specialize in creating her own chipboard pieces, so I made sure that I went ahead and purchased a bunch of the chipboard because I love chipboard. Sometimes I like to color it, sometimes I like it purely in black, but it's just a great way of adding so much texture and layers to a project. So as you see here, I'm just going to go ahead and take this one piece of vining that came and from the chipboard piece and then just split it apart. Go ahead. So once I have that all cleaned up, then my tag is pretty much done. Again, just wanted to get those edges a little bit cleaned up because I did find that my inking kind of came off. And since black seems to be a big thing that's popping up, I'm going to go back in with a black ink pad. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see everyone soon. Take care, guys. Bye.